In this video, we are going to go over how to raise a power to an exponent. Some people also refer to it as raising a power to a power. It's raising a power to an exponent. And this would be the situation. You've got a squared all raised to the fourth power. To discover why this works, and that's what we're going to start with before we actually go over the exercises, but to discover why this works, well, let's expand it out. So a squared to the fourth means multiply this by itself 4 times. So that would be a squared times a squared times a squared times a squared. I'm laughing because I literally wrote my a in 4 different ways. How is that for inconsistency? Okay, so you've got a squared times a squared times a squared times a squared. Well, we could use a previously understood rule, which is that when we multiply bases of powers, when we multiply powers, I should say, with the same bases, we add the exponents. Well, if we multiply all these with the same base and add all these exponents, you'd be adding 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Well, that's repeated addition, which is multiplication. So we're adding 2 to itself 4 times, which would be the same as doing a to the 2 times 4, or a to the 8th power. That's a shortcut, right? Because we know that we'd be adding these exponents, which is repeated addition, which is multiplication. So in general, what that means is when you raise a power to an exponent, we multiply the exponents. And so b to the m raised to the n is b to the m times n, which we usually write as b to the m n. That's it. That's your rule. Keep that base the same, multiply the exponents, and you're seeing why. Rad. And it builds off old rules that we know. So we've got simplify. Those are our instructions. So this is 2 cubed squared. You can certainly expand it out like we did here, or we recognize that we're raising a power to that exponent, so we're going to keep the base and we will multiply those exponents. 3 times 2 is going to be 6, so we get 2 to the 6th power, which is how many times 2 is being multiplied by itself. Your teacher might want you to go a little further and actually do 2 to the 6th, which is 64. Nice. Okay, final problem. C to the 9th all raised to the 5th. Now you could certainly write out c to the 9th times c to the 9th times c to the 9th and repeatedly add all those 9s, or we can use our rule. We keep our base as c and we multiply 9 by 5. Sweet. And so that ends up being equal to a c to the 45th. Which makes sense. You have 5 groups of c to the 9ths. 9 times itself, well, not times itself, but 9 times 5, or 5 groups of 9, 45. That'd be a lot of c's. That's a huge multiplication problem. You know what else is huge? This rule. Go practice it, master it, then use it for all it's worth.